Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, before Team Wanyonyi joining the Bungoma politics, it was very clear. And the issue was that Ford Kenya will produce a candidate, and probably that candidate was going to be none other than Kimilili Member of Parliament, Didmas Baraza. Baraza has placed himself in a better position to win the Ford Kenya ticket and fly the party flag. But when Team Wanyonyi came on board, everyone has gone back to the drawing board. Because on the other side, we had the former governor, Wycliffe Wangamati. Wangamati was brought into politics by Senator Masika Wetangula, the National Assembly Speaker. They had their own disagreements and they parted their ways. So, Didmas Baraza was going to face Wangamati. But now we have a 3-horse race where Team Wanyonyi is on the table. Didmas Baraza is here and Wangamati. So there has been the issue that Wetangula is trying to bring his brother so that he can compete in Bungoma politics. But his brother is disputing that. There is something that Team Wanyonyi has said which has actually shocked many people. And he has cleared the air. Remember, he was elected on ODM ticket. He has been an ODM person for a very long time. But his politics has been largely in Nairobi. So he's here. And he spoke in a mix. There is Swahili, there is English, and there is the Bukusu. But he's saying one thing. That he has a political party. But as of now, he has not come to sell that political party in Bungoma. He has just come in as an individual. Then he has gone further to say that he don't know which political party he will be vying on. He's not sure. He's not yet decided. But what he knows, it is one political party that he will not associate with. Your guess is as good as mine. Team Wanyonyi is clear that he will not vie on Ford Kenya ticket. He has said, uko apana, yani wene yo tawe, amekataa mambo ya Ford Kenya. And here is his position.
Se ndokone mwaraga kubola bali nenya kwa maneno chama sita. But the only chama si yakaya maana sita Ford Kenya. Yo, ndio. Kaka andikano munde kasamwene ali orange maulile. Lakini mmanyire za mulisisia amazira ziongeneze akache koyota. Okay. Right now I belong to a chama, but I have not come here kuuza hiyo chama sahi. Si ndio? Se mmanyire sia maziase. But I have not wao lokode si dimension anana. Kinyangane chikole ali announce. And mtangaze, please don't judge me, just follow me and we go. Sawa? As long as it's not what I've mentioned, even the Binobi leave it to me. Maulile.
Now, I want us to continue with our panel discussion, but before we do that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to our discussion. Now, yes, it is true that Team Wanyonyi does not want to associate with the Ford Kenya. But the question one would be asking, why is he coming publicly to talk about a political party that is not interested in going forward as far as the 2027 general election is concerned. Why? The reason is that Team Wanyonyi is well aware that there is perception among the Bungoma residents that he has been brought in Bungoma by his brother to come and contest. So one of the political survivors that he has to apply is to disassociate himself from his brother's political party, Ford Kenya. That is one of the major things. So that when you see Team Wanyonyi, you are seeing him as an individual, but you are not seeing Wetangula in Team Wanyonyi. So Wanyonyi is telling the public that I have come as an individual, but not necessarily depending on my brother for support. That it is not a family thing. Because now, if this is going to be the trend, then his opponents are watching very carefully. And they're going to coin something which might be, it might turn out as a massive political weapon of destruction to him and Wetangula. That Wetangula, he's a leader in Ford Kenya, and through Bungoma, he's the speaker. Now his brother wants to be the governor. So they want to take everything in Bungoma. Because there is those who are believing, and Wetangula has made them to believe so, that being a speaker of the National Assembly, it is courtesy of the Bungoma people. That's why sometimes he will say, hii kiti ni yenyu, hii kiti ya speaker wa Senate, wa National Assembly, ni kiti yenyu. He wanted them to feel that it is them, and indeed it is them who made him to get that position because of their votes. So you have Wetangula here and his brother. Your opponent can knock you easily. That you are reducing Bungoma to a family issue. So because of that, Team Wanyonyi must disassociate himself from his brother and come as an individual to seek the support. Now, if you don't believe me, listen to the video again. You will see the response from the background. There was an audience that Team Wanyonyi was addressing. Immediately he said that he already know the part that he will not associate with. People were clapping, they were happy. They were cheering. Why? Now he's shedding off his brother's tag. That is one major thing that Team Wanyonyi must deal with. So whether he likes his brother or not, he must do what he did. And by doing so, I can assure you here, there's no way Team Wanyonyi can vie on Ford Kenya ticket. Now, point number 2. Ruto asked Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi to dissolve their two political parties, ANC, Ford Kenya, and join the UDA party so that they can make it big. Mudavadi akuje aingie na wabunge wake hapo. He accepted ANC merged with the Ford Kenya, ANC merged with the UDA to form UDA party. That means you're just killing Ford Kenya, ANC, then you are joining UDA. So wewe tuambia ya kwamba ANC is merging with UDA to form UDA party. Walituambia hivyo. Sasa mtu mwenye alikataa hii maneno ni Mheshimiwa Wetangula. Akasema hata ni heri mninyang'anya everything, but Ford Kenya must stay. Is there a possibility that William Ruto is trying to fight Wetangula politically in Bungoma by sponsoring other candidates that can easily weaken the Ford Kenya party? For Ford Kenya to be strong, it must win almost all political positions in Bungoma and Trans Nzoia. Kiti ya governor, kiti ya senator, kiti ya woman rep, alafu tunakuja kwa hizo zingine. Then MCA wako pale. So imagine if you are taking away the governor seat, the biggest one. There can be a possibility Ruto is sponsoring Team Wanyonyi, in my own view. And Team Wanyonyi can decide to either to vie on ODM or including even UDA party ticket. Or even come in as an independent candidate. It is not a must that he come on Ford UDA so that it will be seen that Ruto is the one sponsoring him. He can sponsor him as an independent candidate. It's a possibility. But all in all, in my view, having looked at on how Team Wanyonyi has worked for the people of Nairobi, Team Wanyonyi is an industrious leader. This man can deliver. This man is focused. This man does not entertain corruption. Bungoma people have a better chance to have such a man on the ballot. I'm not campaigning for him. He has no any bad record of killing like the other candidates who will be on the ballot. The Bungoma people have a choice to make. There are other views that I have not talked about here. So, in order to continue with the discussion, let us meet in the comment section so that we can point out those other things that are left. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far, and see you in our next video. But let us meet in the comment section and we continue with the discussion.